I was in the shower this morning, and for those of you like going on your spiritual journey, for one of you in particular, I kept seeing in the shower this morning or this afternoon the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and then the Three of Pentacles. And what that means is some of you have a deceptive energy, but one in particular, there is something that was working behind the scenes that you really wanted, and this related to like marine biology, that you wanted to go out and basically take a nautical cruise, or you wanted to work for an oceanographer like institution, and that just got messed up and postponed for the year. And I want to tell you the reason why it got postponed with this energy that's working behind the scenes that's totally out of your control, was that something is going to happen in the Pacific. Like, I feel it. I don't know if it's like a hurricane or something. It's gonna happen so vastly. It's gonna be totally unpredicted. And this was to keep you out of harm's way, because there's something that you have to do in the future that is detrimental to healing the oceans and healing the water, or discovering something that people don't want to talk about. But it needs to be said in the public, because people need to start waking up. You are the type of person, or you are that person that this reading specifically applies to. Now, the reason I said I saw this in the shower is, with me being a tarot reader, there's times where I will see card pulls just happen and pop up into my head without even physically touching the card. Now, I'm sitting outside and grounding myself out at this point, and I'm telling you, most of us are being called to connect with the earth and connect with the ground. So every day for 5 to 10 minutes on a nice day, if you're able to do it, just sit outside, put your feet in the grass, and just ground out and enjoy the sun. Now that we're getting into warm weather, please drink a lot of water, stay away from sodas and high high fructose corn syrup, fast food, and start eating healthy, and start eating plant-based vegetables and herbs and leafy greens, because we're really being called to heal our heart space right now, and you need to basically heal and feed that energy. So very earthy, rooted vegetables, not only for your root, but for your heart. Now, make sure you stay away from processed and overly dyed foods. This is incredibly hard, but I did want to come on and say this with this update. Now, we're closing an update energy portal with the Pleiadian energy that's coming in, that's emotionally very intuitive, but it's very heavy with this shadow grade, the shadow of retrograde, with many different planets that are starting to come into alignment and go into retrogrades for months on end. So what I really wanted to talk to you about was Jupiter's retrograde that's going to start happening, with the contrast of what Mercury and Venus, and how that relates to the eclipse season that's starting to come up with this past full moon or whatever. Now, this is a very heavy energy, and this is why we're feeling very low. We're feeling very low frequency right now, even if we try so much, that we're really called to focus and ground out, because when you have a low energy, you need to put it through the ground. So we have volcanoes, so they can erupt and get rid of that energy through the eruption, and it pulls out even more of that core energy, that magnetic core energy. So natural disasters need to happen in order for us to pull that energy out. Now, for some of you, you're feeling like not a depressive state, but you are really being called to work on your mental health, work on your emotional health right now, and this is something I'm working on, and I would like to talk about that. And for someone, I've struggled with depression ever since I started puberty and really started awakening up to my spiritual journey as a teenager. Like, I felt really strong depression, and I'll get it for maybe 2 or 3 days, and I remind myself I need to go outside and ground out and spend time. So I'm at my height during the spring, but mostly energetically I feel very open to summer. I'm a Cancer baby, I'm a June Cancer, so summer is my favorite, and it's where I'm able to connect more with people, with the earth and various different spirits. My energy is usually higher, and I don't suffer fall and winter depression. That's seasonal depression. So if you're suffering, you're really being called to ground out. So connect with the earth around you, and connect with this, and go from there. And I hope you guys have a loving, peaceful day. So thank you so much for watching.